Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Well, we unlocked some memories last episode. Some good, some not so good. But at least we managed to learn something about Sherlock Holmes. Oh yeah, who's the fancy lad? Anyways, at this episode we're starting to do finally something more detective work. Although, of course, those finding memories also were detective work. But yes, we are going to go and start to help police. I'll probably continue as many police cases I can. I don't know if they... I'm guessing it will lock another case after I finish the case. Case of the report number 1804. But I don't know if they are locked by progress of the main quest, but we will find out. If they are locked, then I'll probably start to do Mycroft, not Moriarty, Mycroft, and other quests before I continue main story. But that's neither here nor there. First, I will start with the police quest, and if it unlocks another police quest, then we will continue helping police. I'll try to get these, well, I hate to say, smaller ones done before I delve into the main quest. Did I jump in the wrong place? Would this work better? Golden eel. Yeah, I think I'll jump in here then. So, golden eel. Is it? Where is it? I think I found it. The text is dead giveaway, and also that golden eel. So let's go. Do I want to talk to you? Hello, parrot. Who's the pretty bird?
Stark told me you'd be doing the legwork for him. Feel free to look around.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can I talk to you?
Is this familiar to you?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
Okay, so he doesn't really like me.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, brother. That's out of my knowledge.
Fortunate.
I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Jesus, John. He could be more useful than whining all the time. Yeah, apparently he didn't mind that I changed clothes next to him. So I guess this is where we need to go.
Wow, things really got out of hand here.
You think? So we have a few places to check. Let's start with this.
Shards of a broken bottle with blood on them.
So, yes, somebody was hit with a bottle. Makes sense.
Solid oak. It took quite a blow to break it.
I guess it did. We have this. A knife.
Sharp enough to gut a fish or a man.
Well,
An ordinary kitchen knife.
with enough power, I guess you could just stick it in.
That's a lot of blood. The victim was stabbed several times.
Okay. Come on. By the way, what does it actually say? Sailor was stabbed to death in a fight at the Golden Eel Bar, which is located at Scarlet Street in the old city west of Sesame Street. Primarily soldier, Alec Kaplanidis, dock worker, Selim Yonan, trader. All suspects were detained. Case is pending further investigation. Soldier's testimony. The trader punched me in the face and broke my glasses. It was my only pair. The Ottoman scum hate all of us. How long do we have to put up with them? I was just sitting there, minding my own business, when the trader hit the soldier and he crashed onto my table. How could I stay calm? So I might have grabbed a bottle and smashed it over the trader's head. I don't remember anything after that. The sailor started pushing me around, although I didn't mean to spill my drink on him. I fell on the soldier, who lashed out at me like it was my fault. I had to stand up for myself, but then someone smashed me with the bottle. I blacked out. Okay. There is something over there. Obviously. And over there. Yes. And what do we have here? Pair of glasses.
The lenses are very thick. The owner of these glasses is very nearsighted.
Checks with the story so far.
Someone must have landed hard on it.
Anything of interest in here? No, nothing really. Okay. So we have at least these two to check.
Spilled beer led to spilled blood. Spilled beer led to spilled blood.
Indeed.
An unfinished bottle of rum.
But why is the rum gone? Well, rum is not gone. Why there's a dead bird? Don't want to know about that. Yeah, we'll check that soonish.
What would you like? On today's menu, we have stomach punching, head kicking, and the chef's special, throat slitting.
No, multiple stab wounds. So, time to apparently make a scene. Yeah, take your time, mate. So it had to be start from here. Nope. I only have two, maybe like so. Then it... Oh, we have a situation in here, but what can we change from here? Nope. That would seem very likely. 2 and 3, what? Okay. And then somebody hit the trader. Do we have anything else? No, it was a bottle. And somebody... No, it couldn't be the trader if he was knocked out. Basically what I think happened, I can't really make... Is that the soldier? Because I'm almost certain that the soldier lost his glasses. Soldier lost his glasses and because he couldn't see. I don't know. What does it say? The sailor started pushing me around, yes. I fell on the soldier who lashed out at me like it was my fault, yes. I had to stand up for myself, but then someone smashed me with a bottle, yes. So he was knocked out. The worker was minding his own business. Trader hit the soldier. And he crashed on my table. How could I stay calm? So I might have grabbed a bottle, smashed it over the trader's head, yes. The trader punched me in the face, broke my glasses. It was my only pair. The Ottoman scum hate all of us. How long we... Because I'm almost certain that the soldier lost his glasses and couldn't really see, and he thought he was attacking the trader, but unfortunately stabbed the sailor who started all of this. But how do I... Is this correct? Or... No. Wrong button. Do I need to do this all over again? Or is it saved? Ah. Punch. Come on. No. I wasn't... Yep. No? What is happening here? Hmm. Maybe that happened? Wrong person. Okay, so I needed to add that because I couldn't validate, so that seaman hit that guy. Okay, let's see if this is right.
It all started when the trader accidentally spilled his beer over the sailor. The trader punched the soldier who came crashing down on a table. The worker smashed a bottle over the trader's head, then the sailor knocked the worker out with a chair. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to knife the trader but killed the sailor due to his poor eyesight.
Okay. So are we done with that? Well, let's go back to the... Where is it? The answer is obvious. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to kill the trader but attacked the sailor due to his poor eyesight. Okay. So, excuse me. So we are going back to the police. Whoa. Come on, graphics. Oh, there you go. And here's the Cordona police station, which will probably come really familiar to us for now. Soon we will see if we can get another case straight away. Hello, horsey.
You have 3 people detained on suspicion of murdering a sailor in a bar fight. All evidence indicates that the soldier among them is the true killer. He was the last man standing.
Very well. Soldier or not, he'll get what he deserves. I'll see to it personally. Nice work. Try solving another case. It seems you have a knack for it.
Okay, I guess I can get another case then. Yes. Splitting the loot. Okay, splitting the loot it is. Roger Smiley, 42 years old, previously arrested for theft, was wearing glasses, cause of death, shotgun wounds to the torso. Bill Devon, 35 years old, previously affiliated the Red Scarves gang, cause of death, blood loss from severe jugular vein. Identity unknown, around 30 years old, was wearing a hat, suffered a leg wound, cause of death, point-blank shot to the heart. Damn. 3 men were killed in a quarrel over the distribution of bank robbery loot. The gunfight was reported at the northern end of Silverton, in a backyard of Engineers Lane between Evernote Street and Colbit Street. The stolen property was not recovered. Case suspended due to the inconclusive evidence pending further investigation. Okay, pin evidence, and it's where? Silverton in backyard, Engineers Lane between Evernote, Colbit. Silverton. Evernote. engineer's rate. So it's somewhere over here. Right. I need to place armor. Can I? So it's in a backyard on Engineer's Lane between Evernote Street and Colby. So it's somewhere over here then. I hope. Can I talk to you about it?
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Nothing. So we need to go there. Okay. I'll probably make a save just in case. Now, what is the closest? Okay, it is this. And straight to the left. It should work marvelously. By the way, I could change my clothes and ask about things. I did see a sailor over there, so let's start with that. Hello there, sailor.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'd help you if I could, but I know nothing.
Fine. You are... Okay. Would this help? No, that won't help. How about this then? Okay, that works. You're a snitz.
May I ask for your assistance?
I would like to help a companion in misfortune, but I know nothing about this.
Well, that's too bad. Let's go closer then. It should be some... little bit further. Just a little bit. Why don't I run? I don't know. So maybe over... Oh! Yeah, it's right over here. Can I talk to you?
It's you again. Be sure not to miss any clues. Stark will piece them together, you'll see.
Okay. We have few clues around here. Well, quite a lot of clues actually. So let's start with this. It's a shotgun, obviously.
The man with the shotgun fired only 2 shots.
Yeah.
Seems he was too busy bleeding to reload.
How obvious. Knife, not used.
The blade is very sharp,
And clean.
perfectly balanced for throwing.
That too. It's actually a nice looking blade, if I may say so myself. What do we have here? Bullet holes or shells.
2 bullets hit the cart, no traces of blood though.
What? Oh, there's the blood.
Droplets of blood, someone caught a bullet here.
Backyard gunfight. I think we have things over there. I'll check if there's something over here. Probably not. Hopefully not. Obviously we... Wait. Can I... Oh. Coins.
Huh. Some loot has been left behind. Whoever took it must have been in a hurry.
Greed and booze got the better of them. No wonder it ended in violence.
More violence, less violence, I say. Now if I remember what game it was in.
Pieces of brass tacks, piranha rounds.
And we... Oh, right, we have another gun, obviously. Okay, how many times it's been fired?
The shooter fired 3 rounds.
So 2 missed and 1 hit. Yeah, we can see the impact. Yep.
A brand new Colt, 45 caliber.
And again,
Glasses with cracked lenses.
again glasses. Yes. We're done with this. Have I everything or... Oh no, no, there's something over there. Yeah, definitely. More knives.
Stuck deep in the wood.
Not ominous at all. So we have things... Oh, wrong button. Don't mind me, I'm just chilling here. Been chilling. So he was shooting over there. And probably got hit by a knife. That makes sense. Let's see what are... Well, I don't have any other choice than this. No. Obviously these are different people. Oh great, how do I know that? It's not the guy with the glasses, that much is certain. I'll go with you. The guy with the glasses was around here because the glasses are here. If I could only see, it would be... Okay, so it's you then. So we had Mexican standout. Standoff, I mean, stand up. Jeez. No, you have glasses. I need the glasses guy over here. Yeah, okay, I have the glasses guy over here. Fine. What is this? Let's go with this. Wait. No. What does the report say now? Let's see. 3 men were killed in a quarrel over distribution of bank robbery. The gunfight was reported at the northern end. Yes, stolen property. Okay, what do we have? Was wearing glasses. Cause of death, shotgun wounds to the torso. Yes, Bill Devon, 35. Previously affiliated with the Red Scarves gang. Cause of death, blood loss from severe jugular vein. Identity unknown. Around 30-year-old. Was wearing hat. Suffered leg wound. Cause of death, point blank shot to the heart. Point blank. Come on. Can I remove this? I cannot. So I'll probably try to validate this.
The man with the shotgun was killed by a throwing knife to the neck, but not before firing at the man in glasses. The man in the hat took a bullet to his leg, but 2 other bullets missed. The report mentioned he was shot in the heart, but how? There's something I'm missing here. Who could have finished him off?
So there needs to be a 4th guy who left with the money. Okay.
Interesting place to shoot one another. There's mess everywhere.
There is. And so what am I need? I need to pin the... Oh! Size 11.
A
Reinforced.
police boot print. So that's how it ended.
Ooh. Okay. I found a police footprint near the third victim. Apparently the officer who arrived first at the scene killed the fellow and took the loot for himself. Okay. So do I... Is that it? Do I just go to the police? Or do I talk to him? I might as well talk.
I just arrived here this morning.
Do I need to change my wardrobe? I'm just checking. But I'm guessing we are going to end.
I just arrived here this morning.
Okay. So I'll go back to the police station and see if it concludes our investigation. These are quite short, I mean. But to be honest, I thought they would be short. So let's see if it's done then.
I visited the location where the three robbers killed each other over some stolen loot, but I wasn't the first to inspect the scene, was I?
No. Officer Schmidt arrived there first, just hours after it was reported. Poor Schmidt. That same day, he received news that his dear old grandmother in Austria had died. He had to leave for the funeral immediately.
He is anything but poor. I doubt he'll be coming back. It was he who killed the last robber and took the loot for himself.
Blast it. I knew he was acting suspiciously. He may be beyond our reach now, but I'll be sure to expose the little weasel when I write my report. Nice work. Feel free to take another case. We make a great team, you and I.
Well, I'm doing the work and you just fill the reports. Okay, fine, but whatever. Let's take the case. What was did in the shadows? What was did in the shadows? I don't know. Let's see. I've always had a nose for a good story. I was strolling about the cemetery when I saw him. A necromancer. I'm not joking. He raised a woman from the grave and ordered her to attack the two men who were close by. Then they both turned into the bats and flew away. Okay. Oh, right, we read this on the newspaper. I was too scared to take photographs of them, but I photographed their victims. This'll be a front pager. Vagrant's testimony. I was having my supper when Johnny came to dig another grave. As usual, there was someone else with him too. I was dozed off for a while, but when I woke up, everything was a blur. Screaming, howling, then flashes of lightning, but no thunder. Some devilry was at work. I came out to see what was happening, and there was this reporter, Leonard or something. He told me that a vampire had killed two people, mere yards from me. Boy, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm sorry, I don't know why I read it like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Howling, then flashes of lightning, but no thunder. Oh, he was taking pictures. Hamil Aki is the brother of the recently deceased Camille Aki. We tried to make him talk, but he's a hard nut to crack. His neighbors saw him leaving his house to put flowers on his sister's grave. They say he returned at dawn looking dirty and tired. P.S. Just in case, we also made him eat garlic. No reaction. Seriously? Report number 1810. Two men were found dead near an open grave at the cemetery. Both victims had bite marks on their neck. Victims John Bowden, graveyard keeper, Sain Hafez, assistant professor at Cordona Medical College. Suspect Hamil Arki, Tanner, Camille Arki, deceased, reportedly a vampire. Witnesses Leonardo Barbieri, reporter Joe Vagrant. Evidence points to the possible involvement of supernatural forces. Case is pending further investigation. Okay. Victim 2, Said Hafez, 56-year-old assistant professor at Cordona Medical College. Slight cut to the leg, blunt force trauma to the head, 2 puncture wounds to the neck, major vessels intact, blood loss minimal. Well, that's honestly a bad vampire term. Blood loss minimal. Intracranial hemorrhage. Victim 1, John Bowden, 37-year-old graveyard keeper, blunt force injury to the head, 2 puncture wounds to the neck. Cause of death, massive blood loss from the carotid artery. Well, he at least died in the inherited in the bloodlust. Open grave, so we are going to the cemetery then. Yes. This should be interesting. So here's the Cordona Cemetery, so we are jumping there. Ripple Street. Now I need to find an open grave, and I'll probably need to change my clothing so I cannot. Oh, there's the police, so we know. Well, hello.
This place gives me the creeps. What if the vampire comes back?
It's daylight, mate. It's not coming back at daylight, unless it's Bram Stoker's Dracula, then maybe. So you are probably not enjoying my. Yes. So let's change wardrobe. Would this work? Yes, this would work.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay. So is it over here? Somewhere over here then. Or is this it? Who are you? Okay.
Help me, please.
I'm too tired right now. Leave us alone.
Okay, he's too tired.
Is this familiar to you?
You are a stranger. I don't talk to strangers.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Okay, I think... Wait, what? Emperor's Aqueduct. I think I found the place. Yes, definitely. Can I ask questions from him? Oh, can I go over there? I think I can. Do I need to change clothes? Affable? Nope.
Can I ask you a question?
That's new to me. There is nothing I can tell you.
Okay, fine. So, let's use the old work and just check for the evidence. Rats.
Nicely roasted.
Alcohol, obviously.
I wonder how even the most destitute always somehow manage to scrape together enough for a drink.
Mushrooms.
Psilocybin mushrooms. These are powerful hallucinogens.
So maybe smoke from the mushrooms caused everybody to went a little bit crazy.
This must be the vagrant shelter. Quite homely, if you don't mind sleeping next to the corpses.
Well, they are at least quiet company. There's that. This is a lovely game, I have to say that. Lovely looking game, I mean. Lovely game. A lovely game also. Oh. Naughty business.
The label is illegible.
Okay. Can I... Come on. We run out of fresh cadavers for dissection. You know what to do. Professor Shelley. Is that Shelley who wrote the Frankenstein? Frankenstein's monster? Mary Shelley? If I remember correctly. Anyways, can I need to check one more point here. But what is it? Do I really need to check this first with my... No.
Looks like a set of surgical instruments. One is missing.
Okay. Okay, now I understand. is missing. Yes. We have light. And something else.
Someone tore their trousers here.
And
an expensive hat with a few grey hairs stuck to the brim.
okay. What else we have here? Shovel. So people
The blade
were...
is bent from the impact.
So that's a murder weapon, most likely.
The bleeding wasn't severe, there are just a few drops.
Have I found everything? Probably not. We have something over here, I'm guessing. Yes, we do. So, more hats. I'm guessing that's the graveyard keeper's hat.
This is a somewhat neglected and dusty hat.
More blood. Somebody hit his head.
The stone is rather unwieldy, so it couldn't be used as a weapon. Someone fell and hit their head on it.
Yes, definitely looks like it. So... oh.
We're dealing with a very immoderate bloodsucker here.
And flowers.
Flowers are still fresh.
So have I found everything?
Shouldn't we have brought some wooden stakes with us? Or at least garlic?
No, I don't think so. Do I need... what else do I need to find? What am I missing? Anything inside here? Well, this is awkward. Now it's me running around and trying to see. I think I... oh, so it's right over here. Why did I run then there? Well, that's okay. Silly me. Something up here then. Because where was the reporter? Ah. Maybe... wait, what? Seriously, what am I missing? Okay. Oh, right. I probably... I totally forgot. I was thinking that I probably need to do the chemical analysis, and I totally forgot. We run out of fresh cadavers. Yes, let's make the chemical analysis. So I need to make 3 minus 5, 4. Let's see how this works. I have a minus 5. I have a 3. And I have a 4. Come on. Didn't think. Ah. Oh. Wait a minute. All right. Okay, so I need to... I'm making a little mistake here. So we need to... Yeah, that's on the right part. Wait, what? I don't think we can use... Well, I don't know. Did this work? Hmm. 3 minus 5, 4. What am I missing now? Can I maybe link this straight to here? No. So this can connect to... Okay, so what am I doing now? Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's try this again. So we have this and we have this. Do I then connect? No. Yeah, I know only 2 can go in here. Oh, sorry, wait. So, yeah. Okay, these are correct. So I still need this because I can't... Do I connect? So, and then here. Wait. Let's try this. Or... Oh! Oh, right, yeah. I had it correct, but yeah, okay. Now I see. Now I see. Took me a little while, sorry about that. So it's formalin, which is used for embalming corpses. Okay. Oh, sorry, I need to answer a message. Be right back. Okay. I think we... Now, what? Okay, finally we can do that. So it was here. On that thing blocking us, but let's see. Okay, what do we have here? Who are the people? The problem is I can't really make who these people are. Okay, somebody was drinking here. Okay, you are the drunkard with hat and that, so it's not here. I would say it was you. And you are definitely correct because you were the graveyard keeper. Hmm. Or did somebody else? Okay, let's go with these. I don't know what happened. Somebody was hit with the shovel. But who was it? Was it Hmm. No, it definitely wasn't. I don't know. This could be correct. I don't really know. So let's continue. No. Yes. I don't think it's the drunkard. Let's see. Because they were grave robbing his relatives, so let's see. That would make
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, so that's not correct. Let's see what the casebook says. Reportedly a vampire. Oh, sorry, another message. Okay, let's start from the beginning, which would be here. He was bringing the flowers. I would think that is correct. But then who would be here? Can't really see. Are you the reporter? Could it be the reporter? So, okay, let's go with that. We definitely have to have a guy with the shovel over here. I don't think it's him. So it would be the same as it would be there. Because that would make more sense. Let's go with that glasses guy. So it would be the reporter. Yes. Maybe this?
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Okay, what am I missing now?
Concentrate.
What am I missing now? I'm guessing this should be correct. I'm almost certain that... what am I missing now? Do we have anything else? No. No. Do I... Because it's hard to say. Could this be a... No? What happens if this is a different person?
You're not even trying, Sherry.
I know.
Concentrate.
I know. Sorry. Yep. I don't think it's the drunkard. It almost has to be this guy. Maybe. So, let's see. Let's see. Camilla Aki, Tanner Kamal Aki deceased. Okay, I must have dozed off while when I woke up everything was a blur, screaming, howling, then flashes of lightning but no thunder, some devilry at work. I came out to see what was happening, and there was this reporter, Leonard or something. He told me that the vampire had killed 2 people mere yards from me. Boy, I'm lucky to be alive. That's for a good story. Right. What happens if I change this to the guy with the flowers? Because it would make sense he's angry that somebody's exhuming the body. But maybe the reporter... Because he brought up the vampire stuff. Maybe he just wanted to have an interesting story. I don't know. Let's try that.
The brother of the deceased became furious when he caught the anatomist exhuming his sister's body. He killed him with a shovel. The graveyard keeper took to his heels, but didn't get far. He fell, hitting his head on a stone, which rendered him unconscious. With the murderer gone, the reporter who was hiding punctured the neck of the first victim to imitate a bite. But when he did the same to the second victim, he killed an unconscious man. So we have 2 murders and 2 murderers, but no vampires.
Vampires are not so scary when you have grave robbers and journalists running around.
Okay, I have to say that it's sometimes hard to decipher. Well, you could obviously decipher from the text that who would be who. But it's hard to see at some points. And, well, okay, that was... I thought it was the reporter who killed everyone, although it would make sense the brother also. But I didn't realize it was the both of them, but it was the both of them. Okay. So now we're done with that. I don't know how many more cases there are. Oh, bloody hell, something... Wait a minute. Oh, excuse me, something got stuck on my throat. So, let's return the case and see if you can get another one. I'll do as many as I can on this episode.
Constable Stark, do you believe in vampires?
Vampire?
Hey? What do vampires have to do with anything?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought while looking into the murders at the cemetery. The primary suspect is indeed the murderer, but he's not the only one. The reporter, who so easily fooled everyone with his vampire stories, killed the other victim.
But why would he do that?
He believed the unconscious man to be dead. and decided to concoct a thrilling story for his readers.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll have the conniving little scrub taken in immediately. There's only one case left. Don't let me stop you.
Well, obviously we are going to do that. I'll probably make a save. And I'll take a quick break because I need something to drink. And then we continue, obviously. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue with the last mission, I hope. The scapegoat. Hopefully not literally. Let's see. 4 persons were arrested for theft, property damage and debauchery. They are 4 comprised of 3 women dressed in robes and animal masks and a priest. That almost sounds like a start of a joke. The suspects have been charged with stealing and slaughtering a goat in the forest ruins to the west of the cemetery. Oh. So it does indeed involve a real goat, scapegoat. For this cruel act, they will be prosecuted accordingly. However, the victim has requested to specifically identify who stole his goat. The testimonies of all parties involved are attached to the case. Victim's testimony. Wooly was the best goat I ever owned. Very fertile. He charged at anything red, but otherwise he was as calm as a cat. I was inside when he was stolen. By the time I ran out, they were gone, but I saw that the thief was wearing a mask. I must know who did it. Please put Mr. Placido onto this. He busted my neighbor for running a gambling den with but a single look at his clothes. I'm sure he will solve this in a jiffy. The priest is still tipsy. Again, what happened? I came to the ruins to save these lost souls and stop the abhorrent ritual. I found them dancing and I hid in the bushes, only to gather courage, mind you. I didn't see any goats. Then one of them stumbled. I gasped and they noticed me. The one who fell tied me up, and the other in a lion mask forced me to drink wine. I don't know where the third woman was, but when they stopped tormenting me, the goat had appeared. The woman in a green ox mask is limping. I couldn't steal the goat even if I wanted to. I sprained my ankle during the dance. It was a priest who brought us the goat. He may be all holier than thou now, but he clearly wanted to join our bacchanalia. Bacchanalia? Hopefully that's correct. The Red Lion testimony. The woman in Red Lion mask has a large bruise on her side. I broke an amphora with very expensive wine because of that goat. He was probably rabid. A bird shouldn't know better than to steal this crazy animal. I've had enough. This is the last time I take part in these rituals. I already have 3 lovers. That's more than enough. So she is pointing towards the bird. She's pointing towards the priest. Priest is saying that at least the lion mask wasn't was not stealing a goat, and probably not ox, maybe. Blackbird's testimony. We gathered to perform the ritual which would make men desire us above all else. We were dancing when we noticed someone spying on us from the bushes. It was the priest. I ordered the others to get him drunk. No one must witness our ritual while sober, because it insults the god of rapture. Oh, about the god, it was Lion's responsibility to bring it to the ruins. So she's saying it's the lion. Lion says it's the bird. Priest is saying that it probably wasn't the lion, and maybe not an ox. So it's where? 3 moments, especially. Priest is still tipsy. Wait. Right. Animal masks, priests. Gambling den. But I saw that thief was wearing a mask. I must know who did this. Okay, so yeah, obviously. Dance. Bacchanalia. Wine. Bushes. Forest ruins. So where? Oh. Okay. So we are jumping here. Okay. Let us go and hopefully solve the last of these. I'll probably end this episode after that, but let's see. So it should be through here if I understood correctly. No. No, 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 no. Sorry, it's right over here. Now I'm going the right way. Yes. Let's see what we can find. A little bit forest area, obviously. Whoa. What is this? Might as well check this. My gratitude to the island will grow, just as this tree I give to you from the most responsible citizen Cordona, T. Kilden. Okay. Interesting. Anything else we can find from here? Can I enter? No. So let us move forward and see what we find from here and what they were doing. We can't really count the priest out. Okay. What is this? Nothing of interest. Forward. Onward. Oh, lovely looking ruins. Okay, so nothing there. I'll probably, yeah, we can't go in the ruins, so we need to go here. I wish we could enter the ruins. Maybe we can later. Maybe not. But that's neither here nor there. What we need to find out is what happened here. Hello there, sir.
Hope you haven't had your lunch yet. This one's bad.
Really, it's only a goat. Well, bad
The
still.
hoofprints end in deep furrows. The animal was resisting.
So that is certain.
What a waste.
Okay. We have something over here.
The rope is soaked with wine.
So they tied somebody, and well, that would point out towards that the priest was forced.
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely.
Okay. Wrong button. Can I?
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely.
Do I see anything else? I see a handprint and two footprints. I should examine them more closely, but
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely.
Okay, fine. Maybe in a bit. We have... No, that's just those blinking thingies. Yeah, I know. My brains are not working at the moment. Which is good that this shouldn't be still too hard. We have the goat.
The goat was torn to pieces. Ugh. Savagery.
Yeah, it was. Ugh. Okay. So obviously we need to check these much better.
Multiple bare footprints.
Yes.
I should examine them more closely.
I should. Oh. Sorry, there's something over here which I missed. A rosary.
The priest said that he came here to stop the ritual. Did you really, Father?
Hmm. Did you indeed? Let's see what we can do. Probably do this multiple times, but let's see. So we have the witches over there. Well, not witches. And priest. And the goat. Maybe the goat attacked the one with the red mask. Who had the red mask? Green. Bruson had a broken amphora with very expensive wine because of that goat. He was probably raped, but yep. So with the lion mask. That's a bird mask. Is that the lion mask? What was the third one? Yep. So lion mask. That lion mask was also... Let's say that's the ox. Maybe. The ox would be the one who would fell down. Because, if I remember correctly, she's limping. Sprained my ankle during the dance. And obviously, the father was spying here. Okay, what did the father say? I came to the ruins. I wanted to gather courage, mind you. The one who fell tied me up, and the other, in a lion mask, forced me to drink wine. Let's go with that. Okay. All right. So this would be with... Could it be the bird mask? Let's try.
So, we have 3 lusty women engaged in a ritual. They're drinking and dancing when suddenly they hear a noise from the bushes. Their ritual seems to be working. There's a man they can get drunk already. While 2 of them are busy with the priest, the third one leaves. She is the one who stole the goat and brought it to the ritual. The poor animal smells trouble and charges at the drunken woman with the amphora. Still, he couldn't break free, and at the end was brutally torn apart and eaten alive.
Well, they attracted the attention of men. The police, at least.
Okay, I'll need to check the journal. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. I don't know if we could do any other changes. So let's see the diaries. What are the new things in here? If we do have... No, nothing. Okay, so it's in the casebook, obviously. So, let's go back to the police station and return this done. And it probably is the last one. I don't know. At least they said it would be the last one. But who knows? We will see it soon enough. If it's the last one, then the episode will end soonish. If not, then we'll continue. At least a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. Hello there, good sir. I finished your case.
Mr. Holmes, I have great news. Our recent accomplishments have earned me a promotion. Sergeant Stark. It has a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Well, congratulations.
Please accept my congratulations, Sergeant. Your part in solving those cases was invaluable.
Come, Mr. Holmes, your part was just as important. Not without my guidance, of course, but you did an excellent job. Anyway, I'll be moving back to the office space. My days at this blasted desk are almost over. I won't be scapegoated now.
Good for you, I suppose. Speaking of scapegoats, I've solved the last case on the board. The goat was stolen by the lady in the blackbird mask. As if that makes any difference, judging by the atrocity I witnessed at the crime scene.
Yes, I heard about that one. The things women get up to these days. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad to have been of service. Now I have other matters to attend to.
Mr. Holmes, if I may be so bold as to make one last request. Do you remember that I told you that our chief inspector has been missing for a few months now? My current task is to establish his fate. I've tried to make sense of his last case, but it's a convoluted mess. I would really appreciate your help.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Why don't you do it yourself? I'm sure there's nothing in that case a police sergeant can't handle.
You're simply much better at it than me. There, I said it.
I won't argue with that, although much better is still an understatement.
Well, all right.
Fine, you have me intrigued.
Thank you awfully, Mr. Holmes.
So, what do you know?
Tell me everything you know.
Well, I don't know much. Just that it's connected to a gang called the Hive. Placido has been after their leader, the Hive Master, for years. But otherwise, I can't make head nor tail of it. Here, take the key to Placido's office. You might find some leads in there.
So is it Chief Inspector Placido who has vanished? From what I've gathered, he was a good detective.
Ain't that the truth? He was solving cases like shelling peas. Without him, things have gone downhill. He was a crotchety sort, always grumbling, fussing, taking his snuff by the handful, but I, for one, miss the old boy.
Very well, I'll see what I can find out.
One thing is certain. It's a dangerous business. Be careful, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, that almost sounds like I need to fight, and I don't really enjoy that part. So, key to Chief Inspector Placido's office. I agree to help Sergeant Stark establish the fate of Chief Inspector Placido. His disappearance several months ago may be linked to his last case and a certain Hive Master. All case files should be inside Placido's office at the police station, so we are doing that. I'll make a save. Oh, no. Obviously save. I'm tempted to change the combat difficulty. I'll check the story. If there's fighting, I need to check how this goes. Because, again, I'm not that fond of the fighting. Okay, so Chief Inspector. Okay, here we go. Placido Domingo. Gun missing. Well, that's, I'm guessing, good thing.
This must have been an award for long and faithful service.
And it is missing. Wallet.
A box of snuff. Strong stuff.
A snuff box. Hive Gang police raid. Is the Hive Master dead? For Police Inspector Luciano J. Placido, the night of May 13th ended in a gunshot, a blazing fire, lost comrades, and the label of hero. After investigation lasting several years, Inspector Placido led his squad on a raid to shut down the operations of the infamous Hive Master and his crime syndicate, the Hive, the largest of the gang's warehouses. Also dubbed B-Yards, was raided in Miner's End. Although the operation was thoroughly planned, the police encountered serious opposition and were outnumbered. The gang set the warehouse on fire, ambushed the officers, and engaged them in a gunfight. We have received confirmation from several sources that Inspector Placido managed to corner the Hive Master, the gang leader subsequently perishing in a failed attempt to escape from the burning warehouse. As a result of operation, Placido was promoted to the position of Chief Inspector. We congratulate the hero and are already preparing an exclusive interview with the governor that will include an official statement on the operation. Okay. Regular hero. Yeah, take it easy, mate. Okay. Anything we can check? How convenient. Beehives. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything with that. We have a new letter here. We've been through this before, and you know well that I cannot allow it. You are indispensable asset to this department, Placido. Sorry, but your retirement is out of the question. We need you now more than ever. This city needs you. Think about it. Chief Constable Donovan. So he wanted to retire. Why?
Hive Master. Crime lords just love catchy monikers.
He sure do.
The files are gone, that's odd.
So are we done? Maybe. Do I want to talk to you?
I can almost picture you as an inspector, Sherlock. You'd lie on his sofa all day and still solve more cases and arrested the police.
Not a bad idea. Again, I don't think there's anything else for now. John's diary documents. Yes, chronicles. Okay. Plan B. Placido's office is very well organized. His honorary revolver is missing from this case. The High Master case files are nowhere to find. Or are they? Box of snuff. He was snuffing rapé, a coarse, pungent snuff made from dark grated tobacco. Let's pin this. I'm guessing that... Yeah, it's... loose frame. Here we have a stash. Is that here?
Now that is odd, to say the least.
Lend me your ears. A collection of local and nationwide newspaper articles all mention the Hive and High Master and are organized chronologically. Chief Inspector Placido had been collecting information on this gang for years. May 1875, exclusive new crime syndicate sweeping Cordona. January 1876, buzz off, elusive weapon smugglers, the Hive supply Irish nationalists. October 1876, High Master mystery, all we know about the underground gang leader. May 1878, police corruption controversy, an officer spills the truth, controversy. June 1878, no more free speech, independent newspaper raided by police. February 1879, the Hive stings again, 5 civilians dead, 10 injured. April 1879, former Cordona Chronicle reporter missing. We will not be silenced, pledges editor. December 1879, police corruption charges drop. Really? And a diary? Maybe? These look like Placido's notes on the Hive Master. The last page reads, Beatrice Queen, the City Hall record says minus N, 1877. Same year, same district as the gunfight. Was he right under my nose all along? The City Hall record said minus N.
Let's take the ears, Sherry. It'll bring us luck.
You'll see.
Good lord, you can't be serious.
I take the ear from President's office, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea. No, no, no. Of course it's a good idea.
Nice. Always play it by ear, pal.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll take it. So we have that. Notes in the High Master. Beatrice Queen. I'm guessing we need to go City Hall. That makes sense. Maybe. We haven't been in a City Hall. Do I need to actually walk there? How horrible. We might as well. Yeah, I'll definitely do this case on this episode. Hopefully it's not too long. Oh, anywho. Oh, I always forget I need to press the button. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And why, what, why would, what's with all the stutter? There shouldn't be that much stutter. Why is the horse over there? So let's go and see if we can get a quick travel point to the City Hall. I would almost guess there would be a quick travel point, which I probably missed. It comes, I'm thinking it's loading something, an area when the stutter occurs. It's not bad. Fortunately, this is not an action game in that regard, so... Oh. It's right over here. Do we have a quick travel point in close by? I'll check. I don't know. Well, anywho, let's go. No? Wait. Can I not enter the records? Isn't this the... this is Cordona City Hall. Did I let us see there? Yes, the Chronicle. Police records, obviously. Right. Why can't I enter the city halls, or did I miss something? Let's try again. Or maybe this door? Isn't this the city hall? Or is... Don't say it's this one. Nope. Okay, this is odd. What am I doing wrong? Huh. Honestly, I thought this would be the city hall, and well, it is the city hall. I'll go to the other side and see if the door is there.
What's up?
Because it's saying city hall records, and I'm almost certain that I probably should go there. Oh. Was I on the wrong side? I
Is it
might...
not remotely familiar to you? Should it? Concentrate, Sherry.
Okay. So I was on the wrong side. Silly me. So do we have a quick travel?
Contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden treasure.
As a part of Ghana's commitment to increasing tourism on Cordona, the City Hall is excited to announce the treasure hunt event. Challenge consists of 3 stages. Each consisting of 8 photographic clues to the locations of hidden treasure boxes. Once the participant has collected all 8, he or she must return the collected clues for the next set of treasures. Oh. Oh, so I need to see if I do that. So I was on the wrong side.
Are you lost, sir?
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the Chief Archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course. But in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
How rude, Sherlock, how rude. Anyways. Archives. This is a lovely looking place, I have to say. Oh, there's the archives. Okay. Deputy Chief Archivist, can I enter? No. What's on the other side? I'm curious. I'll probably have to check what the John said. Thomas Norton, British Envoy. And Chief Archivist. And it would seem we can't go upstairs, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go to the archives. What? I'm just checking if there's anything remotely interesting. Something hidden. Probably not. I'll have to check about that treasure hunt business. But anyways, so what do we know? It's District Miners End. The year 1800s. Beatrice Queen. Citizens? I don't know. Let's try. Okay. Queen Beatrice. Business entity registered in 1877. Documents filed for closure in January 1880. Property registered in the name. Warehouse in Miners End. Sold in February 1880. Distillery in Miners End. Shut down in February 1880. Villa in Grand Saray. Auctioned off for charity in March 1880. Warehouse in Miners End, currently for sale, located in Clay Street by Stevenson Bridge to Silverton. Okay. So. Clay Street by Stevenson Bridge. Wait. Silence is golden. Walk through City Hall Square, as unless all memory. John insisted that I concentrate to recall it. Okay, we'll do that later. We have these pictures. I'll probably have to do a separate... Maybe I do the treasure hunting next episode. I have to see. But what I was doing now. Please mark. Nope. Treasure, mystery. Oh, no, sorry. I have a wrong thing. Need to have this. What is this? Ear jar. This, okay. And now we can place it. Warehouse. Clay Street. Near a bridge. There is a Clay Street, sorry, and I would say this is the... Is this the... It almost has to be... Okay, Stevenson. Unfortunately, it doesn't show it when I have this open, which is kind of annoying, but we know it's here. So, the Clay Street in Miners End by Stevenson Bridge to Silverton. The warehouse for sale is located on Clay Street. So I'm guessing it's right over here. That means, and I'm guessing it's gonna be a fight, so yeah. Let's see how it changes when I'm playing in the story mode. Again, okay, we got a little... Yeah, we have a Cordona City Hall. Quick travel there. I recognized most of the places for the... Actually, I could make a save for the treasure hunt, so yeah, that... At least that first batch shouldn't take too long. So I could go and jump around and pick them up on the next episode. I'll have to see. So I'm guessing that is the warehouse. Do I enter from here?
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders.
How did I...
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders. Cornelius said he knows what he looks like, but he's full of it.
Also the Hive Master. Oh. It was the Cornelius. Wait, what? Let's try that again. They said who saw him.
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders. Cornelius said he knows what he looks like, but he's full of it.
Cornelius said who saw the Hive Master. Okay, I'm a little lost here.
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders. Cornelius said he knows what he looks like, but he's full of it.
Cornelius said... Let's keep that. Nope. That was wrong. Okay. This is...
Clearing out on Hive Master.
Contact two proxies. Nope. Nope. So never seen him. Okay. Okay. I...
Clearing out on Hive Master.
Let's see. Do I need to save this? No. Sorry.
I'm guessing you didn't get what you were after. It happens. I always wanted a pet cat.
Oh, bloody.
Clearing out on Hive Master's.
So down, down, down. No, 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 no. My brains are... I don't know what happened there. I was...
Clearing out on Hive Master.
So let's try this again. Never seen him. Okay, let's go with that. I'm...
Clearing out on Hive Master.
I'm doing all the time. I'll probably have to...
Clearing out on Hive Master.
That's what you get when you're doing this, when you're better not to know. Never seen him. Okay, so I need some more. So I need one more.
On Hive Master's order.
We don't know that. Better not. Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we'll have to try again.
Yeah, we
Remember
need
to focus only on what's relevant to the rumour.
Clearing out on Hive Master's orders.
Okay. Type messages. 2 proxies. From what I heard, a rank and file of the Hive don't know what their boss looks like. Apparently they've never seen him, the Hive Master, in person. I don't know. From that question, I thought it actually... Well, because they said who saw him. Okay. My bad. Need a little practice with that. Queen's Warehouse, so that means we are going to fight. This is so certain that we are going to fight. No, I can't remember the buttons. Oh. Okay, I need to check quickly the combat. Right by the snuff box, okay.
Hey, this is Hive territory. Shoot him, boys.
Eat lead.
Oh.
Overcome him, don't run.
No, no, no.
I
Yeah.
couldn't miss the party.
And I failed. Come on. And that works.
Take a rest, my friend.
Okay, one down.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready. He's all yours now. Go for it.
I'm trying.
Won't work this way.
Oh. Okay, so...
I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Yes, yes.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Okay. Whoa! Okay. Going to do well.
Couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
No, no, down, down. Oh! Balls. Oh, it didn't work on him. Let's see where we start from. I thought the... Okay, if I die once more, I will skip this because... Come on.
Hey, coming for this is Hive territory. Shoot him, boys.
Dodge this.
Come on.
Take a
Yeah.
rest, my friend.
Come on, hit it. That's right. Okay.
The snuff's ready.
I bet it is.
Time to knock this guy out.
Hopefully down you go. Then comes the 3 guys.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
So, yeah, that probably isn't what I thought it would be. Oh, I wasn't reloaded. Come on, reload. Oh, balls. No, move!
I couldn't miss the party.
Yeah,
Take a
that
rest, my
two
friend.
shots were basically almost killing me.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Okay, it is ready.
Don't bother.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Even more. Oh, I hate these kind of fights.
Overcome him. Don't rush him.
Oh, he had a mask.
I'm coming.
Or... Oh no, it's the wrong guy. It was... No.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I am invincible.
Okay.
I couldn't miss the party. Oh!
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
How many shots you... Oh,
No, you killed him.
yeah, I did. So what? Sue me. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this fighting. It's not hard. It's just... I don't know. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Fortunately, we can skip these. So we have a key to the office at the Queen's Warehouse. Where is the office? Is it in here? Wait. I think it's over there then. So, yeah, let's open this. Okay, what do we have in here?
Someone's been burning papers, I see.
Well, that is the normal thing to do if you're a criminal. Wait. Burnt papers. Okay. Then we have something in here.
What a convenient way to pull the wool over the eyes of the customs house.
So gun, smuggling, obviously. Obviously. And what do we have here? Burn the documents, prepare the goods, I will deal with the apiary. This shipment will be the last. If you are not on the ship, you will be taken care of. If not, you are on your own. HM. Okay. I can't spare any boys, Cal. I can't spare any boys, Cal. Too busy wrapping up, same as you. The boss has gone soft. Shutting down when we have the island in our pockets. Makes no sense to me. And what's with the letters? He never contacts us directly before. I'd be a fool to cross him, but I sure as hell am not leaving. There's still easy picking to be had here. Hive or no hive. Soiled note. So people didn't want to leave. Wait. Okay. Little... Oh!
Everything knits together.
Haha. So... what else? What am I missing? Oh, I thought the game would crash. Fortunately, it didn't. Burn the documents, prepare the goods. Perhaps they can be restored. So, chemical analysis, yes. Three and -3, so let's grab one. Do I actually need to put it in here? I don't know. 3 red. Three red. And -5. 2. And that's it. Burn the documents in evidence. Apparently I need to ask around. So let's change our clothing to this. Apiary. Obviously apiary. So I think we can leave and go and ask people about apiary. Do I see any crooks? Do you want to talk to me?
Are you able to help me?
Not my problem.
Okay, you don't want to talk to me because you... Come on, show me. Hostile. Yep, that works.
Can I ask you a question?
We should stick together, especially in times like this. I'll tell you everything I know.
People told me that I can find the apiary to the west of the Wiggins Street in Northern Miners End. They also want me to stay away. West of the Wiggins Street, Northern Miners End. So we managed to... Oh, pin. Nope. Okay. So... delete, but... Mine Northern Miners Wiggins Street. So it's right over here. I'm gonna do it so that I actually save, and I'll pause it, and when I'm closer, I'll continue. So be right back.
Cage inside a city full of criminals. Let's take a closer look, Sherry.
Okay, we apparently found out another case, but I'm not going to bother me with that at the moment, as we are on the mission. I think we are on the right track, so I need to find... Well, we found out where the apiary is, but what do we find from here?
Get off me! Sherry, don't even think about breeding these nasty things. Ugh.
Well, no. Who are you?
Sir, I'm looking for a man who goes by the name of Hive Master.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I need to observe. I think we have his ear. These things. Ooh. Fancy revolver. Okay. What else? Well, somebody is missing a fancy revolver. So we have these things. Oh! Rated snuff taker. I'm guessing he's Placido. Yes, Placido. The sulky, crouchy man in his 50s is clearly unhappy with my intrusion. He has some grated tobacco in his clothes and bee stings on his hands. Apparently he's been tending to the bees at the apiary for a while now. He's hiding his missing ear and carrying a Placido's revolver. The beekeeper is none other than Chief Inspector Placido, using the Hive Master's fearsome reputation to keep people away. Yeah, clothes he's hiding missing. Yeah, the beekeeper must have none other than the notorious Hive Master, which means that it did not know for the Chief Inspector this time. Placido must be dead. No, I'm guessing this is Placido.
Chief Inspector Placido.
And what makes you think that?
Why, your missing ear, amongst other things. You need a larger hat. I've been investigating your last case on behalf of Sergeant Stark, and now I think I understand what happened to the Hive Master.
Humor me.
I'm almost certain that he managed to kill him.
You killed him, didn't you?
Huh. You're sharp, son. I'll give you that.
But why? Everyone deserves a trial.
Wasn't my choice. He and his thugs attacked me when I went to arrest them. It was a kill or be killed kind of situation. Turned out for the best, though. With his cronies dead, not a soul knows what the Hive Master looks like. His own gang, scared stiff of him.
So you assumed his place to dismantle this criminal enterprise from within?
Damn right I did. And after I'm done, I'm not planning to go back. I've had enough of this rotten nest of corruption. But it just won't leave me alone, will it? First, they dismiss my retirement requests, and now they send a sleuth after me.
It's not like that.
I tell you what it's like, son. This is not the first case you've worked on for Stark, huh? That amateur promoted to a sergeant for his merits? I don't think so. You're not an officer. But from what I can see, you are much brighter than the lot of them. So what's your stake in this? You some sort of consulting detective?
Yes, I suppose you could call me that. My name is Sherlock Holmes, at your service.
Then do me a service, Mr. Holmes. Drop this case and don't tell anyone you saw me here. Let me enjoy my retirement in peace.
Well, to be honest, he hasn't broken any law. As he was acting out a chief inspector, he tried to arrest a hive master, sorry, and well, that was a police operation, which ended up badly for hive master, and now he's just using hive master reputation to dismantle the organization. So basically what he's doing is doing good stuff, and he wants to just retire, but they are not letting him to retire, so I don't see any wrong with that. But let's go with the I have to ask why the bees. Oh no, not the bees. And of course I have your ear.
I have to ask, why are you so fascinated with beekeeping?
I just want a quiet life, away from the hustle and bustle. Watching the little workers like I once watched the criminal world of Cordona. Yes, it suits me just fine.
And yeah.
I have your ear.
What the hell? Give it to me now.
All right, but let's make it a fair exchange, shall we?
I'll take the revolver.
I'll trade it for your revolver. You have little use for it now.
Deal. Now go.
I'll consider your request, sir. Either way, I must talk to Sergeant Stark.
Tell him I died a hero. Or a coward, I don't care. As long as they leave me alone.
New gun. Nice. Can I have your old one?
No. But that's it for now. We are going to obviously end this story. And then we are going to end this episode. I haven't decided yet what to do next episode. I might check this treasure hunt. Basically, jump to the stuff and grab them. I don't know. Have to see. Hopefully it didn't crash. Don't say it crashed. Okay, I'll have to check. Well, apparently the crash is quite bad, so I probably need to restart quite a few things. So I'm ending this episode on this, and on the next episode we will end the fate of the Placido, and then see what we are going to do. But yeah, that was a really hard crash. It basically well, I have to restart the whole computer. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So next time we will end the Placido's fate, and maybe see if you can do the... Wait, I heard the sound. Is it coming back? No, it's crashed really. So if I have to do something again, then yeah, I'll do it off camera. But yeah, we have to see if I have to see if I continue with the missions, or do I want to check the treasure hunt? I'll have to think about it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.